I am waiting patiently with baited fish hooks. Hey, something's happening. Something's happening. I see something. It came up. Wow, I just lost all the chat, too. It says top chat. I don't care about no top chat. I want to hear all the chat. Ah, oh, freaking YouTube and their squirrely what's. Their squirrely what's. So, welcome back. Hey, John Wesley, what's up? And is it working? Looks like it's working. But it looks like the stream is very blurry right now. Wow, I think it'll clear up in a few. Hopefully it'll clear up. The connection's a little bit honky right now. Honky as in a stupid white redneck boy like me. Anyway, okay, so I don't know how much of this you guys heard. The Boona bug. She got here right as the stream was coming off or on. Yeah, we had a little issue with the stream there for a second. Miss Boonabug. Anyway, what I was trying to say, I don't know how much of this you heard. This is talking about Vera Keys, which is the hologram that you see at the beginning in the courtyard area of the villa, where I left dog. She's the hologram there, and also she's the voice that you hear once in a while. And also she's the voice that you hear in the Wasteland if you tune the radio station to the Sierra Madre radio station. She's the one that's luring people in. It's a hologram of her, actually, luring people into this place. And she's also Sinclair's girlfriend. But okay, so I'll start reading this from here. Okay. Miss Key's insomnia seems to have gotten worse, so we ended up ordering a new auto dock upgrade. Must have cost Sinclair a fortune. The new programs for the auto dock ameliorate, whatever that means, the effects of exhaustion. Alleviate. Why don't they say alleviate? I don't know what that means right there. Ameliorate. Probably pronouncing it wrong. I probably would know what it meant if I pronounced it right. Have already spoken to the staff about side effects and the dangers of prolonged use. Wanted to make sure they aren't using it to pull double shifts. Okay. Sinclair asked if these codes could be downloaded into the public dispensers. The codes aren't compatible. Unfortunately, he said we'd look into it. Guess his contacts in Big Mountain will be getting a call soon. And if you look at all the terminals in Big Mountain, when you're doing that DLC, one of the terminals talks about these auto docks and how the public dispensers, there's a couple different ones with the people talking about this stuff, that they wanted to get their hands on one of the public dispensers, and they sent these auto docks there, blah blah. I don't know. Anyway, so Vera Keys is having some problems, apparently. Oh, damn it. Anybody see any good... Okay, I was talking about this earlier. I think Vidman mentioned one. He's the one that talked about some trailer earlier. And I was wondering if anybody else seen any good trailers lately. Is there a trailer of something that just came out like yesterday that I just can't remember right now? she's in there. I was trying to remember it because I was waiting for Boonabug to come on so I could ask her about it. So I think it was... I don't remember. Damn it. Hear something? I hear it. It's not in that one. It's in this one now. Malfunctioning. Okay. So, I need to get rid of this guy.
Didn't think much of our chances. Now I'm thinking I was wrong. What's
Ant-Man?
the next step?
Oh yeah, I seen that one. I seen the trailer for that. That's not the one I was thinking of though. I seen a trailer of something either yesterday or today, and as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, I bet you Boonabug freaking is going crazy about this one right now. Wonder if she's seen it. That's the first thing that popped in my head because I think it had something to do with something that you were talking about, Boonabug. Or maybe it's something like Victorian era something, or I don't remember. Maybe it was a game you were talking about. I don't know. I think we'll part ways.
You sure? I mean, look, you can't just tell me to walk now, you know. That's, well, not very friendly.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I can't say it hasn't been fun. Well, I can, but I'll save it for my memoirs.
Sorry, pal, nothing comes to mind, but I'm all for a good trailer. Oh, wow. How did I really... Now I really want to know what it is. Which one? Minecraft 2? No. Okay, open up a separate window. Go to YouTube and type new trailers or something. Oh, I know where you could find out. Oh, I know how I found out. I'm pretty sure it was on Philip DeFranco show yesterday, on the Philip DeFranco show. And about 3 minutes into the thing, he does a commercial. Into his show every day he does a commercial. And then right after that, he does Today in Awesome is what he calls it, and he just mentions trailers real quick, trailers and videos that he's seen, and I'm sure whatever I seen that came from there. I'm pretty sure. God, I can't remember what it was. Or it might have been Plant that I was thinking of when I saw it. Could have been something to do with Batman, and then I would have thought of Play. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Let me save. Did I just save? No, I didn't save. Okay. We get to meet Christine. And for those who don't know, who might have just got here and haven't heard me talk about it a million freaking times, Christine is not only Veronica's girlfriend, or used to be Veronica's girlfriend, she's also the one that I got the sniper rifle. I found her sniper rifle in the big empty, found her stealth things, and found a lot of notes from her. She was being chased by Elijah, Father Elijah, and apparently he caught her because she is right here. Poor lady. She's got jacked up, man. Are you all right? She looks at me and blinks, touches her throat, scar beneath her chin, and her eyes widen, alarmed. Well, God, I can't read this fast enough. I'm here to help. Did someone cut your vocal cords? That's it. She looks shaken. She glances at the auto dock. She recoils and her mouth opens, but again, nothing comes out. She looks back at you and her hands clench in a fist. Her eyes narrow, and she steps back, studying you. Wow, I got that. Most of it, at least. This isn't what it looks like. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Ha! No. If you attack me, you'll regret it. This isn't what it looks like. The woman opens her mouth again, wrenches and frowns, and drags her finger across her throat in slow motion. She looks angry. She frowns and puts her throat again in her hands and brushes the collar, and she frowns deeply. Her eyes narrow and traces the edges of the collar until she looks and presses her fingers. Blah! Damn it. Don't do that. It's a bomb collar. Mess with it. It goes off. Unless you want to lose your head. Don't lose your head. It's a bomb collar. Surprised look, then notices the collar and raises an eyebrow. Notices your collar. Let's just say we're in this together. Look, we can have this non-talk later. Let's go. Enough of this shit. Okay. Let's just say we're in this together. She frowns, narrows her eyes, shakes her head. What do you mean by that? We need to cooperate if we're going to get out of here. If your collar goes off, mine goes off. It's better if we guard each other. She shakes her head again and draws a line in the air between the two of us. Look, together we get out of this. That's not going to work for me. You're coming with me or else. Look, together we get out of this. Shakes her head once and crosses her arms. She's stubborn, ain't she? Look at that look on her face. Our son of a beach. Look, I'm not trying to order you, but your life is tied to mine. What exactly is wrong? Don't you want to get out of here? I let you out, I can put you back in. Is that what my mom used to say when I was a kid? I brought you into this world, I can take you out. I swear my mom said that a lot when I was a kid. Not a very nice thing to say to a kid, but I got her picture. I got the picture real quick. Life is tied to mine. She frowns, glances at the collar, back at you. She makes a circle in her hand. She puts her hand over her eyes. She nods at you and lowers her hands and eyes, shakes her head, draws a slow line between you. You're looking for something else? Fine, I can help. Why don't you come with me? Wherever else you're here for, not my concern. Okay, I can help. I can help. She studies you again, and then expression softly, blah, blah, blah. And head slowly, damn it, nod, raises an eyebrow, and nods. Okay, I think she's agreeing. All right, come with me. She nods lightly, slightly behind you, waiting. Steps slightly behind you. Okay, Christine. Well, I hate when they do that. Why do they freaking do that? The one time that actually somebody is not talking to you, where you're having to read something, it goes way too fast. Christine has given you the signal interference perk. This perk grants you a short period of time near a speaker before the bomb caller starts to activate, as well as increasing the amount of time before the bomb caller detonates by 50%. Cool. I need you. Let's see what else we got to say here. She rises an eyebrow. Lucky you have eyebrows. Somebody shaved the rest of your hair off. Do you know how to get out of here? Those facial scars weren't done by an autodoc. The throat scar was. She nods slowly and puts her hands in front of her throat, closes it slowly, and points at you. I can't restore your voice. We need a real autodoc to do that. I don't understand why they shaved you bald. They like Sinead O'Connor. Or Kirstie Alley from the original Star Trek movie. They had a thing for her. Yep, I can't restore your voice. She shivers slightly and shakes her head. I don't understand why they shaved you bald. Looks blank at you and touches her head, smiles, and shakes her head. Wait, the autodoc didn't shave you bald? So you cut your own hair off? She waves her hands and shakes her head. She then nods in the direction of the casino. No, wait, I want to hear this. You were bald before? She nods with an exasperated look and circles in hands, repeated twice, raises her hands in front of the motion, and her head was writing something. Brotherhood of Steel, scribe. Wait, you're a Brotherhood of Steel symbol, right? Oh, that's what she was doing. It's the Brotherhood of Steel symbol. It's the circle with the gears and the sword in the middle. You're a scribe. She nods, looks impressed. Why does she have a bald head? I've seen Brotherhood of Steel women, and they weren't bald. That doesn't answer the baldness, Kojak. How the hell did you get out here? Were you looking for something? Were you researching something? How the hell did you get out here? She shrugs and she points at you and shrugs. How did I get out here? Where were you before? She moves her in a circle and raises her hands over her eyes. You were looking for something. Shakes her head and motions two fingers walking. She was looking for someone. You were over the moon. You were looking for someone. This raid shit is driving me crazy. Looking for someone. It raises a finger. A robot, a man, a woman, a man. I think it's a man. A man. She nods. She makes a motion in her hands and her chin, draws it down, and she raises her hand and clenches it at the sky. An angry bearded man. She points at your Pip-Boy. Yep, it was him. She's looking for Elijah. You were looking for the man in the vault. You were looking for the Vault Boy. You were looking for the man on the Pip-Boy holotape, Elijah. She nods and taps on the side of her head and expands her hand. Someone smart. She nods the circle in her and crazy. Yep. And nuts. Yep. She nods and frowns. Now, this is the charade stuff, man. Sounds like it's pretty important to you to find this person. She frowns 2 fingers and walks together. She looks at 2 fingers and she's face chopped her hand and draws fingers apart, fingers pointed at herself. I don't understand. He cut you off from someone. Oh, okay. This is explaining what I was talking about. This is why I'm pretty sure that this is Veronica's girlfriend. Veronica said that Christine, or she didn't name her by name. She said her girlfriend left the Brotherhood and she couldn't go with her. And she don't know why she left and all this stuff. But this is explaining that Elijah made her leave. But Elijah was Veronica's guardian and mentor when her parents died. So he cut you off from someone. She nods. It was Veronica. Family, husband. Family or husband. She frowns, shakes her head, and even more so at husband. See, as a girl. A boyfriend? Your wife? She shakes her head but rolls it side to side. A girlfriend. She hesitates, then waves her hand. You were more than girlfriends, lovers. She nods and looks at you a little surprised. See, this is where I don't understand why he doesn't. Right now, the courier, I could see maybe if you didn't run into Veronica before you came here, but after running into Veronica and hearing her story, it should give you an option of saying, you mean Veronica, and then actually talk to her about Veronica. You think I don't understand love? She raises an eyebrow and looks at you. I understand how important a loved one can be. Whatever love is transitory or ends in gunfire. Understand what love can be. She nods slowly, studies you. She seems to be gauging you again. She makes a slow circle in the air. After a moment, she taps her wrist. But yeah, right there, the courier should put 2 and 2 together, knowing Elijah, knowing her, and knowing that Elijah cut her off from somebody, and knowing that Veronica mentioned that her girlfriend took off or whatever. Right there, the courier would not be that stupid. Any person would not be that stupid to not put 2 and 2 together, and then at least be able to ask her about it. I think they missed a big opportunity with this game not to at least include that as part of the storyline, and maybe even after you go back after this whole thing's done, and maybe even reunite these two, or at least tell Veronica that you ran into her and that she's still out there and alive, or dead, depending on how this thing turns out. She can, depending on what you do in the game, she can either die or live. I had another question. She frowns, cups on her hand and ears. Her hand on her ears. Okay. Do you know how to get out of here? She points in the direction of the main gate and points at the caller, shaking her head, and locks her hands around her backwards fingers. Second, she turns back and shakes her head. So once the callers are gone, we can just leave. Okay. Why didn't she just say that? She nods slowly, as if thinking, and she raises her eyebrow, looks skeptical, then shrugs, and points down, and the circles around her, and spot and circles and blah, blah, blah. You're saying It'll be difficult to return here if we leave. She shakes her head, points at herself, then points at you, nods. To return here if I leave. She nods. But not you? She nods once. She's meaning she's not leaving. Why can't you find your way back? She slowly shakes her head. She points at the ground, then she moves her legs forward, staggering something. You aren't going to leave. Yes. Okay. She nods. She doesn't want to leave. For some reason. You're trying to break into the casino. Are you trying to break into the casino? So you're after the treasure then? Why would you want to stay here of all places? So you're trying to break into the casino. She frowns, shakes her head, pauses, then tilts her head slightly, nods slowly. She's after... Damn it. Once the collar's off... What? So once the collar's off, we can leave. She does her head, raises her eyebrows, skeptical, and then shrugs. She points down, makes a circle around, circling. It's not going to let me ask her that anymore. I screwed that part up. Looks exasperated. How did you end up in the auto dock? She moved her finger in a circle, frowns, and dragged her hands down over her eyes. You were knocked out. Did you get gassed like I did? She nods. She raises her eyebrow, points at you, makes a circle, and points at your feet. You want to know how I got here? She smiles and nods. She repeats the circle slowly again. This time she lowers her hand and she points at the ground between you and her. She raises an eyebrow. Followed the radio signal here. A woman's voice. She waits. After a second, she raises an eyebrow again. I was curious where it led. Needed supplies. Thought it might lead me somewhere interesting. Thought I might have stumbled onto an old world treasure cache. Looking to start life as a prospector, figured this place was a good place to start. Couldn't tell you why, I just did. I was curious where it led. Needed supplies. She looks at you for a second, studies you, then nods. She points at you and points at the casino and slowly raises her head. She points in the direction of the main gate. If I could leave, I would. Me? What about you? Are you saying it's one or the other? Huh. She frowns, glances in the direction of the casino, then the exit and back at the direction of the casino. She shrugs without strength or conviction. She isn't looking at you. What about you? She slowly shakes her head, then points at the ground. She's staying. Had other questions. Do you know what those machines around the villa are? She shakes her head, then pauses in small circles in the thumb and forefinger. She points at you and then motions, puts something in her palm. You want a small circle. Here's a Sierra Madre chip. I'll need that back. We're really don't have time for magic tricks. That's the chip. She examines the chip for a second, raises her eyebrow, then turns it into the side, gauging the diameter and width. She runs her finger over the surface, slowly checking the engraving. She then tosses the chip back to you. She pretends to look and see something on the floor and pretends to bend down and pick. Damn it. Wow. Okay, I can handle about one or two of those at a time trying to read it real fast, and then I get all tongue-tied. You can scrounge more somehow. She smiles and nods. She stands still for a second, then stops and slowly makes a circle, or motion, and bend down. She holds the imaginary circle in her hands and heavy and puts it in front of her as on a table. She heaves, looks in the small box and pours an object. She reaches the whole zero. You can make more of these at a workbench with the right materials. She can make chips. I didn't know that. Did I know that? She smiles and nods. So what can she make? She points at the Pip-Boy, motions, opens up, and then removes something from it. She raises her eyebrow and makes a motion, smashing and holding up the remains. You need a battery, a fusion battery, and scrap metal, and you can counterfeit the chips. She nods impressed, and she points at you and then makes a circle. Can you teach me how to do this? She nods and makes a series of hand motions and represents the weights and amounts. Way too fast. Christina has taught you the coin operator perk, allowing you to make Sierra Madre chips, metal slugs, at workbenches using fusion batteries and scrap metal. Okay, now I kind of wish I would have been picking up fusion batteries. Okay. Can you communicate some other way? Can you write? Christina frowns and pauses and traces one of the scars on her head with her finger. She makes a motion as she picks up a pencil, tries to write, then shakes her head. Something to do with the surgery? She can't write. She pauses and then draws a jagged symbol of electricity in the air and puts an odd blank face a second, slowly blinks around. She looks at her hands shaking. Oh, she's shaking. Something that's that's a specific form of brain surgery using electrodes pre-war. Well, they gave her electroshock therapy. She nods slowly and then makes a motion of typing and drawing an X and line in the air. You can still do math. That's good to hear. She nods and smiles. Come on, how many more freaking questions we got? One more? What weapons are you skilled at? She draws a jagged bolt in the air, throws a grenade. She moves her fingers on a pistol. Pistol up and slide, blah, blah, blah. Barrel, single. With a nod. Okay, energy weapons, explosives, melee, unarmed, and guns. Is that all? Alrighty. Does she have any guns? I don't know if she's got a gun or not. Let me see. Doesn't say. Wait, that's scrap metal. Let's take it. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, we still got a whole nother floor to go to. Glances at the speaker, then glances at you, caller, frowning. It's a decayed speaker. If you stay too long near one, it'll go off. She taps her collar and then opens and closes her hand really fast. She taps the collar, then opens and closes the hand really fast. She points at your Pip-Boy and the collar in a second, and she opens and closes her hand slowly. You can interfere with the speaker's detonation frequency somehow. You can interfere with the detonation signal of the speakers. She's about to nod, then stops and points at herself, shakes her head. She points at the collar and nods Pip-Boy in triangular motion. Does that work with with other callers? Does that work with any other caller? She frowns, slowly shakes her head, and she opens her mouth and then motions dial and points at herself. It's just your frequency. Okay, points at you two and then Pip-Boy. But only between us. Okay, so she's trying to say that she knows the frequency of her own caller, so that'll protect them between us two, but not with the other people. Great, how romantic. She looks puzzled a second and then glares at you and motions you to move on. Okay. I was trying to get that out when she did that. Okay, so we got to go upstairs, and I don't remember which way. Let's try crouching. Oh, that took a long time. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, hey, Play made it. What's up? It was packed, so many folks having a great time. But you still had a good time, right? That's what counts. Even if isn't busy, I always have a good time. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I was forgetting that it was Thursday. Trumpet song, I forget the artist. The one you just saw. Oh, Henry Mancini, was that it? Such a good turnout. Herb Albert, I was close. I was close, I think. Bingo, it was Rise. Didn't see you come in. Whole YouTube police squad here. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get to the end. Wow, it's a lot going on here. Phil hasn't read the chat for a while. It's because I was trying to freaking talk to that girl. It's hard. That's the hardest thing ever, man, trying to freaking talk to her. When you can't freaking talk back, man, and trying to read that. I don't read that fast, as you could tell. Let's give her a hat. Do we have a hat? Do we have a freaking hat, man? No pre-war hat or anything? Got a helmet. Let's give her a helmet. Cover that nog. Hey. What am I doing? Your shiny head is blinding me. So let's put on some glasses and a helmet. Hat. We'll find you a regular hat soon. Oh shit. Back off. Back off. He's coming. Damn it. Yay. Is he the only one? Chips. Pepsi chips. Mentats. What would that say? Physician's office. Chief Physician's office. Getting close to leveling up. Okay, here we go. Terminals. It's 2 terminals. Appointment calendar. Sinclair and Mrs. Keys. Transmitted. Domino and Mrs. Keys. So, Domino knew her too. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can remember something about that now. Sinclair proposed moving one autodock to the casino and scheduling visits. Sinclair agreed. One, two, three, 4, 5. Let's get rid of 1. Alrighty. Get rid of 2. Oh, that just replenished. No help. Last one. Beep. Appointment calendar. Miss Key showed up today. San Sinclair, escorted by Mr. Domino. He explained to me that Miss Keys was has developed a throat infection and asked if the autodoc could help. I asked about the Sierra Madre's autodoc. He said he didn't want to alarm Sinclair. Ran some tests. Miss Keys' voice is fine. Her loss of voice was most listlessness, symptomatic of extreme MedX usage, and I tried to speak to her about it. Mr. Domino intervened. I warned them too much of the chems would render a subject comatose, and Domino laughed. I lost my temper, and he said they'd return another time when I was in better spirits. Despise that man. Unpleasant visit. Domino stopped by to ask about the test results of Vera's voice. He seemed concerned she would lose her voice for the grand event. I told him if Miss Keys was concerned, she should see me, and I would only disclose any medical information to her. I told him that the Autodocs were more than capable of healing Miss Keys' voice if she developed a throat infection, and he could even operate it we could operate if needed be if she tore her larynx. He seemed satisfied by the news, apologized amazingly enough, and left a bottle of wine as a token of his appreciation. I told him I felt it was inappropriate. He insisted I dumped it in the trash. Where's the trash? I don't want the wine anyway, but I was just wondering if it's still here. Okay, this is to change the holotapes. Door to medical district. Let's go this way first. Oh, hey, chips. Chips. Cheaps. Cheaps. Cheap. Cheap. Basement key. I thought I already had that. I already went there, I mean. Dispenser codes. Codes for the public dispenser arrived today. Sinclair instructed us in their use and in case of emergencies should be able to get stems and other treatments from the machine. Sinclair indicated it could dispense more based on the nature of the medical emergency or subject's condition. Among the codes, he kept asking if we could make sure the codes for MedX was backed up. He must have said it 3 times. I don't think he realizes it. He realized it. Must be stressed. Made a backup of the code on this terminal just in case. MedX. This is a restricted dispenser code for use in the vending machines. Yep. A lot of reading. in this episode, man. Reading until my eyes hurt and they're falling out of my head. Well, why am I yawning? Oh, hey, there's a garbage can. Is there wine in here? No. I already checked that anyway. And there's the other stairs. Hey, I want to see what this other door leads to. Okay, that's the back door. Okay. Cause I could see it in your eyes.
Damn it.
Oh, damn it. Damn Sam it. Sam, damn it. You ready to shoot somebody? Fight somebody? With your helmet on. Oh, God. She scared me. You scared me, lady. Where are they at? Fry that puppy. He's a dead puppy. That's not the right way, is it? No, this way. Town square. I was looking for the circle, man. Oh, okay, I hear one. Where's he at? There's one behind me. Well, sometimes this thing seems to kick their ass pretty quick. Other times it isn't doing much damage. Thought there was another one over here. I think this is going to go on to the next section. Okay, so I got all three people together. And now he's going to send me on some missions to do some other things, and they're going to take a while. So let me check the time. If it's getting close to 11, I think I'm going to quit. Yeah, it's just after 11. I think that's enough for tonight. I'm kind of tired tonight. I just freaking keep yawning. I'm going to try to figure out what that trailer that I seen is, and I will post it on your stream, or not stream, your Steam account. After I'm done here, I'll try to remember. If not, I'll forget again. So I need to look it up while I'm thinking about it, and then I'll let you know. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow with more of this at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks for showing up, guys. Thanks for spending your Thursday night with me. And hope to see you tomorrow night. Till then, leave a like, share, subscribe. Check out the links below. Support my channel if you can with PayPal or Patreon. Or buy a t-shirt in the links below. I'm really trying to get up at least another $20 or more for one more week before that sale's over. So every little bit helps. So see you tomorrow, guys. Adios.